Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Chevy, and I am the co-owner of CBSOURCING. CBSOURCING is a sourcing company who helps businesses sell, profit, and source their products. Today, we're going to be talking about finding an agent on 1688's platform. So let's get started. Today, we have two sections. The first section will be an overview of the 1688 website. And the second section will be about how to find an agent and shipping company on 1688. What you'll need for this section, you will need a computer and the internet. I would advise you to go to 1688.com to follow along with this webinar. Secondly, you need to either have Google Translator or download Google Translator to your Chrome as an extension. And then you need a currency converter, whether that is a website or a converter on your phone. So an overview of 1688's website. 1688's website is all in Chinese. Every single aspect of the website is in Chinese. You will need a translator just to serve on the website. So I'm going to show you the website. And of course, we already have a translator. So if you do not have a translator, please make sure you add that before you move on to the next part of this webinar. So now that you have your computers, please go to 1688.com. As you can see, 1688 is all in Chinese. Every single aspect of this website, except for the numbers, are in Chinese. Up at the top, you can see all of the sign-ins and all of the different sections you can go to in regards to sourcing. Here are the three types of sourcing, whether it is a product, a manufacturer, so on and so forth. This is where we will be for majority of this session. Will be in the search bar. Again, here is where you can picture search. So if you have a picture of a product that you're looking for, all you have to do is click on this camera, and then it will prompt you to upload a product. It will prompt you to upload a picture. Then you will upload a picture and do a search from there. So I uploaded AliExpress, and of course, all of these pictures came up with the AliExpress logo. So let's go back to the home page. Another thing you want to pay attention to are some of these buttons down here. We'll talk about them later, but they're very important to sourcing. So how do we translate this website? For me, if you already have Google Translator, all you do is right-click on the site, scroll down to where it says Translate to English, and then the website is translated. Now, if you do not have Google Translator, or if you're not using Chrome, you can do the same thing as Safari, but we recommend using Chrome because it's just easier and it's more user-friendly when it comes to translating. As you can see, all the aspects of the website now are in English: how you sign in, where you should be going, different types of companies up here. If any of them, if you are a supplier, customer service, so on and so forth. So as you can see, all of the information is in English now, so it will be easier for you to start on the platform. So how to find an agent and shipping company on 1688's platform? The very first thing you want to do before you start wasting your time, your money, your efforts into finding a product, the first thing is finding an agent. Do not start sourcing and looking for these manufacturers and then come to find out later you're not able to ship them or even buy them off of the platform. So let's go over a few things, and then I'm going to show you on how to pick out some of the best agents on the 1688 platform. So these are some questions that you would definitely need to ask when you're finding an agent. The very first thing you want to ask them would be about their fees, their shipping fees, if they have the products that you need. Typically, you will source first and then go to the agent. But sometimes if you can't find a product, you can ask the agent to find a product for you. And then what they would do is they will sell them to you at a higher price, but at least you're able to get the product. It is best that you source the product first, then give the agent the information to the manufacturer in order for them to start communicating with the manufacturers. It's very important to have an agent. An agent can speak to the manufacturers for you. They can make payments for you. They can ship for you. However, here are a few things you need to consider when picking a 1688 agent from the platform. Number one, ask about the fees. There are costs to shipping. So whatever you need, always ask what their fees are upfront before you get started. Second are customs and Incoterms. Now, customs and Incoterms are referring to the products once they are about to be shipped out. So unlike Alibaba, some of the fees may not be covered in shipping. Just make sure you are with an agent that can talk to you in regards to the customs, fees, and duties before you place an order with them. Thirdly would be the payment method. Do they have PayPal? But we would suggest not sending bank transfers. If the agent have a PayPal account, ask them if you can make a payment through PayPal instead of a bank transfer. The fourth thing would be inspections and quality checks. Now, for an agent, they're able to check the quality before the products are shipped to you. So you may have to pay a little extra, or just ask them, is this a free service? Can you inspect the product in the packages before I receive them? And sometimes they will say yes. The fifth thing would be a refund. Ask the agent, do they offer refunds? The suppliers on 1688 typically have a 7-day money-back guarantee refund policy. So if you are unhappy with the product, you can send it back and get a full refund. So make sure the agent that you're speaking to, they have all of this information up front before you make the purchase. Then you have shipping to your country. Find out if that agent can ship the product to your country of origin. Find out what the times are, find out how long it's going to take, what are the costs involved. And also there is a cost for shipping between the manufacturer to the agent. And I'll show you later on how to check that. So within China, of course, the supplier is going to ship the items to the agent. So that cost, you can actually see how much it's going to cost on 1688 before you even talk to the agent in regards to shipping from the agency or the freight forwarding company to your doorstep. So always make sure you ask these very important questions before, of course, you get started. Then we have communication. Now, a lot of the agents are starting to put all of their information on the 1688 platform. So that way they can communicate with you via WeChat, WhatsApp. Some of them are also on Alibaba. And it is very, very convenient for you as the buyer to communicate with them and be the liaison between you and the manufacturer. And the last thing would be if the agent speaks English. Now, hopefully everyone that purchased this webinar, you speak English. However, whatever language you speak, make sure you ask the agent if they speak that language. Last but not least will be the contract. You want to sign some type of contract with the agent just in case something goes wrong. But if you need additional help with contracting, definitely reach out to CB Sourcing. So on 1688, the agent could also be the shipping company. Now let's go to 1688 and find you an agent. The very first thing you want to do is translate the page. Second thing is going to the search bar. You can type in agent, sourcing agent. And click search. Now, before we get started, there are two very important things that you need to know. Number one is that if you are outside of China, you need to get a VPN. That way, you can set the VPN to China. Because if you are in another country and outside of those 136 countries that are allowed to have a account with 1688 will not allow you to search on the website. So make sure your VPN is set to China. Secondly, is that you don't need to register an account at all to source on the platform. So you can actually look up manufacturer's information, shipping agents information, and you don't need to log in. And I'll show you how. So right now I typed in sourcing agent and all of these companies came up. I'm going to show you how many there are when I typed in the word sourcing agent in English. And then I'm going to show you how to look up a sourcing agent if I typed in the Chinese word for sourcing agent. But for now, let's just use English. Right now, I see a ton of shipping agents and sourcing agents. So I'm going to go ahead and translate this page to English. Now you see all of the information down here in regards to the shipping companies. The most important thing with these agents is that they can ship to your country. So the last thing you want to do is pick an agent and they cannot ship your products to you. So this is what we're looking at. We're looking at a picture of the company's profile, the type of service that they offer or the title of this particular service. They even offer sometimes deals. Right here it says newbies get $5 off. And then of course, sometimes they put in the pricing because when you're looking for an agent, really, to be honest, they will give you the price, but in order to list their company on this platform, they have to put some type of money figure in there. So don't freak out if you see 500, 1,000, so on and so forth, 10. This is okay, right? And then down here, you will see the years they have been on the platform and then the company's name. Now, when you are sourcing and looking for an agent, the very first thing I look at would be the years. I usually like dealing with sourcing agencies and companies that have been around on the platform for at least 10 years. Sometimes 5, I recommend 10. Secondly is that I look at the names. The name sometimes determines the location. The location determines the ports. So if you find an agent that's near a port, then it's easier for you to get your items shipped out quicker than if an agency or a freight forwarding company isn't by a major port. That means that your products will be shipped from the manufacturer to the agent and then to the agent to the port. And sometimes that can cost a few extra dollars. However, if the agent or the freight forwarding company is on a major port, they may not charge you to transport your items to the port from the office or from the warehouse. So right now I can tell you 3 of some of the major ports that are here in China would be Shenzhen, Guangzhou, EU is here, Shenzhen, Guangzhou. The Guangdong area, you will see Fushan, you will see Dongguan, but Guangdong area is mainly a large area where the ports are. Also Hong Kong and Shanghai. So I am going to go to one of these agents. I kind of like this one. It says sourcing agent for Amazon, eBay, cool. China buying agent. They're in Guangzhou, and it looks as if they're okay. So the region is Guangzhou, but the district or the city is Shenzhen, it looks like. So let's go ahead and find out who this company is. So automatically, you want to go ahead and translate the page. Now, what I like to see with shipping companies is that, of course, they have at least 3 to 4 stars. This company has 3. So at the moment, that's okay, because you're going to contact them and get their contact information first. You want to make sure all of the information I gave you, that you ask those particular questions before you get started. However, I see that their profile picture is in English, so they probably speak to a lot of English speakers. So I'm going to scroll down, and usually now what you're starting to see is that they have more services. So if you go up to products, you're able to see what they offer. So they have Amazon to India, to Europe, oh wow, to Japan. They have warehousing services where they probably could hold your products for you. International post. The most important thing, a bonded warehouse. So a bonded warehouse is a warehouse where you do not have to pay some of the customs fees and duties. And it's really, really convenient for foreigners if they are shipping into the States, because that means that they don't have to pay a large portion of those fees if their items are being shipped to a bonded warehouse. So they have that service as well. Import customs, they probably are able to service you that way. And then they do cross-border imports and exports. This is very important because you want to find agents or manufacturers that offer cross-border. That means that they can ship outside of China. So this looks like it's a good company so far. So let's just go down to get their company's information. It's usually on the first page, and it also lists some of their services. Agents list their things on the first page simply because a large portion of their clientele may not be Chinese, right? All right, so here it gives you the telephone number, the mobile number, and then they have, it looks like they have an international shipping in the US. So it looks as if they ship internationally to the US, Canada, Mexico, Central and South America, and Europe. So this will be probably a good agent in a shipping company to contact. So if you go down, of course, read all of these very important things, but if you go down, you can see that they list some of the services that they offer. So Amazon FBA, that would be good if you are looking to sell on Amazon. They do Skype, WhatsApp. They do 7-day storage. They have 10 years experience. They even have licensing for certain freight forwarding companies. They have sea transportation, air, truck and rail, and FBA Amazon. So let's go down some more. Now this would be a 7 out of 10 for me, only because they do Amazon. They don't do any other platforms. However, if you would like to sell other than on Amazon, I would still contact them to see maybe they have services that they're not listing on their profile. So let's go down and see if we can find any other information from them, whether it's a telephone number or whatnot. So let's try to contact them. Go up and click on contact. First, let's go to the front page. So again, this looks like Amazon, great. Okay, of course, all of these are pictures, so you can't translate them. So let's go to translate. I believe this is contact. Okay, let's go to the contact details. Translate to English. And again, they have their phone number listed here. If you go to the company's files, translate to English, you're able to get a little bit more information from the company. Of course, a lot of these numbers will be zero because they're not selling actual products, and this platform are for those who are selling products. However, they probably send out a lot of invoicing for their services. So if you go down to the bottom, I usually look at the score of the company. This is called the integrity system. And so I like companies that are between AA and AAA. Now, depending on how long they've been on the platform, sometimes, they don't quite reach my recommendation, but still this would be probably a good 7 out of 10 if I was looking at Amazon, which means they also help with custom and private labeling. So that's a good thing. Their main clients are global traders, which is amazing. So then again, they can definitely help out with your shipping. So let's go and look for another agent will fit the needs of my company. So right here, we saw a company that says sea freight, but I don't want to ship my stuff by sea. But this company has been around for 12 years. So let's go to, let me see, sourcing agent in 1688. This is a buying agent. A buying agent is same as the sourcing agent. What they're referring to is that they will buy the products for you and help you. So now let me go ahead and translate this page to English. And you want at least 5 agents to compare and contrast. Never go with one, always have a backup plan. But for this one, I'm just looking for information right now, combing through the website, everything is in English, that's awesome. Do they have contact information on the first page? Let me go to contact details, see what comes up there. And it looks as if they only have a phone number. I probably won't go with them because they just have a sale number. So let me look for, even though they're in Shenzhen on a major port, and then you can see the map, which is awesome. They don't quite fit what I need. So let me go ahead and look at another one. I went ahead and clicked on this second one. So it looks like this agent probably only sourced jeans. So we'll see what information we can find from them. Okay. All righty. It looks as if it's the same company we looked at first, right? So let me go to contact details. They have a little bit more details here. So I will probably just jot this information down, probably come back later. Not one of my top agents, but at least I got maybe 5 out of 10. Let me look for a few more in English. There was one that kind of caught my eye, but the thing is that this is in EU and it's 1 year. They've been on the platform for 1 year. So let me just click on them simply because they had WhatsApp in the picture. So they help trading on Taobao purchases in 1688, and they're also a sourcing agency. So if I scroll down, let me find out if they are cross borders. Typically, cross borders, they do have WhatsApp. So that is giving me a little bit more. Oh, are these the products that they ship out? Cool, fancy. So I don't see much again from this company other than their WhatsApp information. So I would probably jot down their information and contact them to see, what other services that they offer. I clicked on the details and it's just their Chinese number, which is fine. You can still contact them. So I am going to click on this one simply because it has Amazon, eBay, and Wish, which means they do ship cross-border. On top of the fact that they have a WhatsApp number that you can contact. So again, hi friends, welcome to our store. Oh, we speak English and Chinese. Awesome. They can help you with Taobao and Tmall. This word, I just don't know. Well, with 6088, they can help you with packaging. Here is their WhatsApp, their reliable agent. And let's see what else they have. So I would consider them because it looks as if they do speak English. They're telling you they speak English and they have WhatsApp. So this will probably right now 6 out of 10, simply because I haven't talked to them yet. I don't know, what services they have, so on and so forth. But at least I got a good 3 out of the list. So now once you found a sourcing agent and you've contacted them, you have asked all the questions, you have all the information that you need. You picked out a good 5, agents and they sound and they seem like they are okay. The thing that you want to do is also ask them if they have a website or if they are on Alibaba's platform. So next is that we will start sourcing manufacturers. So in our next video, we're going to show you how to source manufacturers on the platform. Again, thank you for joining us. Make sure you follow us on social media, go to our website, or send us an email if you have additional questions. Thanks again. Bye-bye.